Opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, that 380. You didn't want this.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Coleman on the toss. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13
yards on the play. And the 49er first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
59. Alpha. Check, 59. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come. Hey, box truck. Check, 59. Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Brady's throw there complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. This is Royce Freeman, 2nd-year man from Oregon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Wait, 20! You better be afraid of me.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Watch the ship.
This is Coleman. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
On first down, Garoppolo. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Here we go, here we go. 1, Omaha.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Flush to his right, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go, here
From
we
the
go.
34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Go ahead.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Larry Fitzgerald. His first touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got it.
Right, they just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Coleman now. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Check 26, check 26.
Topper! Twits. Watch twits.
Regular.
On first down, Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they'll throw with Brady. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Right there. All day, baby.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
61, matchbox lights.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check, 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 check. Slam, slam, slam.
Coleman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Lambo will put this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On 1st down, Freeman. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Freeman again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
From midfield, here's Brady. It's complete to Fuller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, Freeman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Anderson, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo Buffalo on first down. And he finds Fitzgerald. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
To Chase Edmonds. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Browns first down.
Here we go. 180!
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down, it's Ingram, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third down.
Here we go. 180!
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Here we go.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Mark Ingram unable to get past the marker. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Safe. Sugar.
Now it's Freeman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Check. 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 Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
On 3rd down. It's Freeman, and that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down. Man open. It's Goodwin. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Browns drive about to get started. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Niners, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis, I'm Brandon.